Your number one choice is Phillips Carpenters and Cleaning Services, located at 218 Schenectady Avenue in Brooklyn, New York. We design your kitchen and supply doors, windows, kitchen cabinet, granite quads, and marble countertops. License number 0947461. Yes, that's Phillips Carpenters and Cleaning Services. Call today at 718-221-5572. That's 718-221-5572. The number one choice. Call today.
Hey, what's up, one and all? This is Right Along. This is Monday. Yeah, Monday. Oh, I love Monday. How you guys doing? Welcome. So nice to see so much of you guys early, bright and early on a nice, kind of chilly Monday inside New York City. Let me go ahead and share the program on my page, because also we had fall back a little bit for some of you guys watching this program live right now. Yes, it's 7 o'clock. Yeah, we understand, but it's 6 o'clock on our end. Our time did not change. I mean, your time did not change. Ours did. So we 1 hour ahead on your clock, but we actually 6 p.m. right here in New York. All right, so as you're coming, go ahead and share the program, share the thing right now. We have a story for you today. Absolutely gotta watch. Let me go ahead and share the program on my page. Let me start a watch party. You guys do the same as well. Let me go ahead and share it. Start a watch party over here. Nice. Hey, Some, how you doing? Big up yourself. Thank you so much, Some. That's your name? Some. Let me go ahead also and share the program over on a few other pages. Start a watch party. Let me do that. Guys, as I'm doing that, I want you to do the same as well. Go ahead and start a watch party on your page. Invite a few friends, because this program today is very touching. Everybody needs to watch it. The young folks need to watch it. The parents need to watch it. The mothers, the fathers, everybody need to watch this program here today. So go ahead and invite someone to watch it and share the program. Put it on the page right now. Pages. Yeah, just 2 more pages and then we live. We got the mother locked on and she's ready to share her story. Go ahead and share this program right over here. 2 more shares and I'm good. Shares and I'm good. One more. All right, here we go. We are ready. Hey, good night, Corinne Gordon. How you doing? Michelle, Charles, I share. Thank you so much. As you come and share the program, put it on your page and say I share. When you say I share, that's how I know that you're there. That's how I know that you share the program, all right? So just share the program and say I share. Share it and say I share. Share it and say I share. Hey, Jackie Chaitan, how are you? Don't mix me up. How you doing? Hello, my dear. Don't mix me up. Rena, I'm going to give you a whole gospel. Rena, how you doing? I don't mix me up with some people that don't know you. Hey, Samasha, Santa Claus, how are you doing today? Guys, share it. I wanted to go up to 200 because this is so important for everybody to watch. I wanted to get up to 200 right now. It's so important. I want you to invite a younger person, invite a parent, everybody. Invite. Go through your list and invite. Go ahead right now. Jermaine, how you doing? Who else we have? June Noel Park, how are you? Larisselle Brooks, I ain't seen you in a long time. Spiceman Korean, how you doing? Big up yourself. Sherry Wilson, big up yourself. Sonia Campbell, big up yourself. Everybody watching from near and far, thank you so much. It is an awesome day, nice day here in New York City. Guys, earlier this week, I think it was a few days ago, I got a chance to, someone sent me this picture, the picture that you're seeing on your screen right now. Someone sent me this picture and they sent me a link over to someone that they claim that is the mother of this particular little girl. Now, I didn't know the story, so we proceeded to investigate further. Now, after going through the comment section on the person alleged to be the mother page, there was over 7,400, probably it's over 10,000 comments right now. A lot of people in support, a lot of people totally against what's happening here. Now, the person that you're seeing there, you might think that a little girl taking a picture with her father. A lot of people said that to me. It looked as if, without the caption, it looks as if a little girl taking a picture with the father. It's not so. That happens to be her boyfriend. She is 17 years old. He is 30 years old. To explain this whole scenario here for us is the mother, Keita. Keita, how are you doing today? Welcome to the ride.
Hey, how you doing? I've had better days, but I thank God for just being who He is.
Yes.
Through this whole situation, keeping me.
Keita, I know you have been through a lot. I mean, after pre-interview, speaking with you off camera, I know that you've been through a lot. There is a lot to digest here. So we'll try to focus on the main ideas. I'm not interested in all of the sensationalization of this whole thing here. I want to really get to the core of this right now. So let's start. The young girl in question, your daughter, 17 years old. Before we even get into that story, Keita, where are you from? Tell us a little bit about yourself. I'm so eager to get in. I even know key parts of the program. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana.
Okay.
I'm a mother of 10, community leader.
Mother of how much? Mother of how much?
10 children.
10. Okay. Mother of 10. Yes, go ahead.
Grandmother of 3.
Okay.
Love giving honor to God. That's first, the head, the everything for me. I have to give Him His glory and His honor first, because He who allowed me to be here and before you and before the audience today to tell our story, to bring clarification, to bring people out of their bondage, out of their generational curses, out of their pain, out of their mourning and emotional, factors. It's an outcry of comments and support and people of misunderstandings, because it's such a sensitive subject that touches so many people's homes across the world, across the nation, that I understand, and I thank you for allowing me to be on your program today, just to, try to tell you who we are, and speak life and light into the situation. Absolutely.
Right. So let's start with that. Now, the pictures, this photo that you posted, this appeal that you took to social media, why you saw the need to take it now to social media? Why was it the right time to come on social media and put this story out there like this?
I've been dealing with this situation with my daughter since April. I found out about him in April, and she told me that he was a little older than her. And I was like, how much older? She was talking to a gentleman. He was 20. She had just left Job Corps. He was 20. I really was like, but she was like, well, he's the baby of the family, and he was kind of childish. And she was like, and I said, okay, because I never put behind the fact that she is 17 years old, and she is a young mother. She has had a lot on her plate. So I was not naive to those factors. Right. However, it went from me thinking it was one person to this being this grown man.
Right.
When I found out, I was going live one day and I was talking about it because I was trying to find out who he is.
Right.
Where is he from? What does he have going on? Who is this guy that's on my daughter's radar? So when I was trying to figure out who he was, I went live on Facebook. She came in there and she was, we got into an altercation. We actually got into a physical altercation on Facebook. So, because I go live all the time.
Okay.
And it was all because of this guy, trying to find out who he was. So when I posted the picture, I wasn't looking for, because I'm not my daughter's Facebook friend. She makes several different pages, so I'm not her friend.
Right.
And my brother's birthday, I knew it was either the 1st or the 2nd. So I got on Facebook to give my brother a birthday shout out, because I just had one. And when I went to his page, I seen friends and I seen her name. Now you're done. I said, look at here. So I clicked on it.
Right.
And when I clicked on it, I seen the picture from Halloween. And the picture from Halloween was my grandbaby. Well, she was just here, so I saw her.
Right.
This was the day before. And I scrolled up, and the next picture I saw was this picture that I posted. I said, well, jackpot. Now I got something to stand on. So when I instantly saved it to my phone, posted it, made my post. I'm like, look, because I have a lot of friends here in Indy. A lot of people know me because, just because of school, just because of what I do in the community. I've been in the newspaper here. I've been on the news here. I've been recognized for what I do for my people, for my community.
Right.
So I was just like, somebody gonna tell me who he is. My daughter is 17 years old. She'll be 18 in March. She has 2 children. I travel a lot. And we were living in Alabama. We had moved to Alabama. My grandmother had gotten sick, so we had come back home. We were only there for 7 months. I wanted to go back to Alabama because I have a nonprofit organization, and we were taking it down to Alabama to help out.
Let's slow down a little bit. Before we get to Alabama, I wanna find out about the type of relationship that you guys had as you had with her as growing up. Was it a relationship where she could come to you and talk to you about her problems? Was it like a nice open type of conversation relationship with your daughter?
Oh, absolutely. My daughter could come to me and talk to me about anything, everything. We don't have any bars or rules, or when it comes to talking, even if she can't say it to me, she can get it and write it down, and I'll respond by writing her back if that's what we had to do, whatever we have to do.
Right.
I've always had a relationship like that with all of my children.
Okay.
Anaya is my 3rd child.
Okay. She's
number 3 in line. She's my first girl, and she was my only girl. I had, in between the children, I had 4 years to have her as a girl by myself.
Right.
She's my rock. She's my sidekick. She's my dog. That's my baby.
Okay, right. So you said she also have 2 kids. She had a kid when she was 14 years old.
Yes.
Right. How was that at that age? Was she being promiscuous? Was she not talking to you about sex? Did you not talk to her about the birds and the bees and how she should protect herself? What was that conversation like prior to she getting pregnant when she was 14 years old?
She knew about the birds and the bees. She knew about sex. She knew about good touch, bad touch, and I asked her periodically because I do have a husband in the house.
Right.
And I asked her, has anybody touched you? Because I want to know. I don't care. I asked all of my children, has anybody touched you? Anybody did something to you? You let me know.
Right.
I don't care if it's me. If you think I'm acting funny, you tell somebody. If Granny acting funny, tell somebody. That's, we talked about sex.
Right.
We talked about sex. We talked about all the things that you should and shouldn't do.
Right. So
my daughter, how she got pregnant.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
How she got pregnant at 14, she was going to local high school here. She loves to run. She was on the track team.
Right.
Well, she never not came home after school. She would catch the after school bus home like 2 or 3 days out of the week, and that was it. She'd go back to school, bam, that was it. We thought it started getting cold outside. We thought that she had the flu or she was sick or something, and her dad was still living at the time, and he had taken her. Coming to find out, she didn't want him to go to the doctor. I went with her the next day, back up there the next day, and that's when we found out she was pregnant. And I'm like, hello? Who been in them cakes? I didn't know. But I figured because she had ran away before.
Why did she run away? Why did she run away?
Went to the doctor.
Why did she run away?
I'm not sure. That's when she started to bottle up. When she started to run away and what have you, that's when she started to bottle up. I don't know what happened. And I still never really got down to what happened, because that's when the communication really stopped with us when she was around 12 years old.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know if it could have been things that happened in our past, because we have been homeless before. Trauma is probably what bottled her up. You know, poverty is what bottled her up. The living situation, because I had to live in the projects with my children. You know, I gave the projects there 1 year in my life. So it could have been all the violence that she's seen. It could have been trauma just within me being broken and raising her in brokenness and my pain. It could have been a reflection of me through her. It could have been a lot of things. You know, so I'm not going to just put it as if...
I want to talk about that part of you, your brokenness, because, you know, it's interesting. It's interesting that you mentioned about your brokenness. I want to spend a little time on that, right? But before we get to that point, when she was 14 and she came to you and said she was pregnant, or however you found out that she was pregnant, she was evidently underage. So it was prosecutable. It is rape. She could not consent to sexual intercourse. So did you think about taking legal action at that time, at that 14-year-old, against whoever impregnated your 14-year-old daughter?
Yes, I did. I was looking for whoever. I didn't know who the young man was until she was 6 months pregnant. She wouldn't tell me. I didn't know. I was thinking about whoever it could have been. I was thinking about, could it been any of my son's friends, because I do have 2 older sons. Right. And I was like, no, because nobody really comes over my house like that. She doesn't go anywhere. So I'm like, who got you pregnant? Like, where did this, you know, I had so many things going through my mind. I'm asking so many questions, and she just completely shut down on me. Yeah, so I tried to get counseling. At the time, it was counseling, plenty of counseling. I had to open the case with the Department of Child Services for 2 years with her. Right. It was plenty of services. I wanted services. It was plenty. It was plenty of help. It was church. We were in church. It was pastors that was reaching out. I was my mama, my grandma, friends. Everybody, her cousins on her daddy's side, her dad, everybody was trying to figure out what was wrong. But so she never.
So the person who impregnated your 14-year-old daughter was never prosecuted, right?
No.
Okay.
We didn't prosecute him. He was 15.
Okay. He was 15. Okay. All right. We got that. We got there. So that's her first child at 14. What happened with the second child? When did she have the second child?
She had the second child at 16.
Okay. Was it with the same father?
Yes, both the girls have the same father.
Okay. At that point in time, what you thinking? Like I mean, it happened once. You spoke to her about it. It happened again. You know, tell me your mindset. What's going through your mind at this time? Now you have 2 granddaughters for your teen daughter.
What went through my mind is we getting out of here. It was too available to her. So I picked up and I moved to Hopkinsville, Kentucky with my baby.
So you moved her. You moved from the location that you were staying to a different part of town.
I moved to a whole other state.
Right. But did you think that would have solved the problem? Is it that the area that she was in, she was open and accessible to sex, and moving her to a different part, she would be less available to sex? What was the mindset? What was the thinking?
I was thinking just about getting her out of here, because I'm like, she's not the type of person that runs the streets. If my baby, and that's any of my children, if they don't know you or no familiar surroundings or familiar people, they're not going. That's just not what they're going to do. And she was in she was in a relationship that was unhealthy. I was in a relationship at that time that was unhealthy. I was in a marriage that was unhealthy. So for me, my daughter, and my children, I had to break away. And then what really pushed me is when in this relationship, violence came in her relationship with her kids' father. So at that point, I called the Department of Child Services on their family, and I took my daughter and the grandbaby, which is her baby, and the other children. I moved to Hopkinsville, Kentucky. I said, we need to clear our heads and get a fresh start. Right. A lady friend of mine had told me it was a small place, small knit community, and I was just like, maybe we could go here and get a fresh start. We don't know anybody, and we are a close family. We're not in everybody's business. We're not all over everybody's house.
Right.
So I was just like, it has to stop. This is what I did. I'm like, okay, Lord, this is it. We gotta go. So we picked up and moved.
What do you say to people that come at you and say, listen, Keita, you wasn't paying attention. You missed the ball. Your daughter got pregnant twice on your watch. What do you say to people that come at you and lodge those complaints or say these things to you? What's your response?
My response is that they couldn't have been through what I've been through. They couldn't even imagine, and it's just an opinion. Because a lot of people were saying, well, if it was me, I would kill him, and if it was me, and that's what I used to say until it became me. And when it became me, you can't kill him.
Right.
Try it. This is not a killing moment. You can't be hateful. This is not a hateful moment. Now we need to love through it, because somewhere, and I will put this to me, and it goes back through my pain. I feel like that I bought my children to show them love, and Anaya is very spoiled. I was getting her $150 hairdos at 11, 12 years old, for her to take it down, or I'm $200 or $300 at tax time for them to get on the bus and go do what they wanted to do with it.
Right.
It's like I tried to do the best that I could, because I knew that sometimes I didn't have it, and I knew that sometimes my situation wasn't always good. So I gave money to try to compensate.
You threw money at it. You threw money at the problem. You threw money at the problem. For those of you who just started to watch for those of you who just starting to watch this program right here, we're speaking to Keita, her young daughter, which is in this picture that I'm going to show you right here, standing next to this gentleman who the mother is disgusted at the fact that he's 30 years old and her daughter is 17. She just told us here that her daughter also have two kids, one when she was at 14 and another at 16. That's not even the question right here. What is the question that we need to look at is you. Let's look at you a bit. Yes. You keep mentioning that you were broken, things happened to you. What happened in your situation? What happened to you?
I was introduced to sexual abuse between the ages of 2 and 3.
What age?
And it wasn't between 2 and 3. I remember like it was yesterday.
So you were sexually abused. You were sexually abused at the age of 3. Between that time frame.
Yes. And it wasn't like it was people that were strangers. It was by a family member. By a female family member.
Wow.
And that tore me. Once I was older to know that this is not right. My mother always taught me, don't let, if a man touch you, if a man. But what mama forgot to tell me, what if a woman? I was looking for a man to do something to me. I was looking for a man to hurt me. I wasn't looking for a woman to hurt me. I was hurt by a woman. So out of that, I was determined that I was not going to let that happen to my children. I was determined that I wasn't going to be a lesbian. I've been fighting demons of homosexuality for myself. You know, I was determined that I didn't want that label because in my time, in my household, you're not going to do that. It's the shunned up on. You know, my people are old school. You're not coming in there like that. So I was determined that I'm not going to be a lesbian. That was my mindset because that was what it was installed in me from my foundation. I looked up to my mother and my grandmother. I didn't want to disappoint them. So when I became older and I found, you know, this happened until I was about 10 years old, then I'm like, hold up, this ain't right. You're not about to keep touching on me. We're not going to do that. So that's when my rebellion came to my mother. And then when I realized that this was wrong, how can I go tell my mother that this woman that touched on me, that would break my mother's heart? You know, so I'm wondering if something happened to my child and she didn't want to break my heart. Without a shadow of a doubt, my daughter loves me. My daughter loves her mother. I know that without a question. All of my children, just like they know I love them. We tight like that. I love my baby. They love their mother. So I'm wondering if something happened to her that she didn't want to tell me because she don't want to break my heart. Does she know that I'm not going to shut up if one of mine tell me somebody did something to them? I'll gas no brakes. I'm coming for you. And I don't know if it was a family member. I don't know if it was, you know, or if it wasn't sexual abuse, if it was just her being spoiled, or maybe it was my relationship with my husband because I married a broken man.
Yeah.
Of course I am. I was evilly yoked with him.
What happened to her father? What happened to her father, that fatherly figure there?
When I met her father, it was her father, and this is where it's painful for me. Her father's 13 years older than me, but I was grown when I met her father. And her father.
So hold on. Her father was almost the same age, if you calculate it back, as this man. This 30-year-old man is to her, about 12, 13 years older.
Right. When I met her father, I was maybe like 22, 23 when I met her father, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
And he was like 12 or 13 years older than me. And he showed me some things. He showed me what a gentleman was. He was the first man to open the door for me. He was the first man to ask me where I wanted to go, and we went. My first trip with her father was to the mall, and I could have got whatever I wanted. I didn't even know what's about. So I bought a halter top, and I only wear halter top because I had never had the experience. You know, I didn't know.
Right.
So, and then her father later on to find out he was married. After I got pregnant, I found out he was married. Oh. So that killed me. That crushed me. He was using me. And I being exactly where my baby is standing. I might not have been there, you know, with 2 children at 17, but it doesn't matter. I was 2 children at 20, 22, whatever. And I was broken. I cried for months. It was his mother, which was her grandmother, who comforted, consoled me, and took me to church because I was broken. I cried for days upon days upon days because the man that I fell in love with had a whole other wife and family and broke my heart because I was just his sex tool.
Right. Let me listen. There's so much happening here. I want to take a little breather, a little bit, and I don't want to lose people. So I'm gonna stop you a little bit, and give people update because people are coming in, and I don't want to lose the viewers in terms of where we're going. So we have a situation here where you're saying to us that you are broken. You came from that broken life as well. You were sexually molested from the age of 2 to 3 all the way up until probably 9 or 10 for a number of years. It happened to you. You were broken. And you think that quite possibly that it was part of that. Oh, no, I shouldn't say you think, but do you think that it was part of your brokenness got transferred over to your daughter? She's seeing the hurt and the pain that she went through. You dated you got pregnant for a man who was married at the time. He was 12 years older than you. She's seen all of that stuff. And she's seeing that this is what mommy's doing. I want to grow up to be like mommy, right?
Yes.
So
I'm her biggest fan.
Right. So she's seen all of that stuff. Evidently, that's quite possibly. Now, I'm not saying that it all happens all the time. quite possibly that she would grow up and emanate what you did in your life.
Absolutely.
So what is so
Absolutely.
shocking then when you see that she got pregnant at 14 and now she's dating a 30-year-old man which is 12, 13 years older than her? How is that shocking to you?
How that's shocking to me, I don't approve of it. However, I know that I don't have too much say, but when you come and disrupt her from her children, when you take her off of the path that she was on, because my daughter was working, my daughter is not on welfare. My daughter, she graduated at 16 years old. She came home with her diploma on her daughter's second birthday.
Yeah.
My daughter has been holding a job, summer jobs, and she's been working since she was 13.
But what make you think he took her away? What make you think he took her away? Or she wanted that? That's what make you think that that's not what she wants?
I'm not, and quite possibly that could be what she wants.
Right.
But she didn't want that by herself. Sometimes, she wants to get away. Yes. Because here it is. I have other children in the home, and I'm still mama. I'm still going to be mama. I'm still going to tell you to get up and clean up your room. And at this point, she feels like she never said she's grown, but she feels like she's grown. She feels like she's a mother.
Yeah.
She told me, she said, Mama, I don't want you to, try to predict my children or how I raise my girls, so I step out of her way. But it's hard to do that when you have a woman and a little woman in the house raising little women.
Yes, because mommy,
I've been.
You can't push the genie back inside the bottle, right?
Yes.
And I think that is what is kind of conflicting here in a lot of people's mind. So here we have, as you said, a woman and a little woman. You have a baby and your baby have babies. You can't tell her what to do at this point in time.
Right.
Although she's 17,
right.
She have kids, she went through labor, she went through all of that stuff. She's not a little kid anymore. She's a woman. She breastfeed her babies, right? So this is a situation here where a lot of people might say, Mommy, too little, too late. You have absolutely very little say in what she chooses to do because she's not 17 anymore. The age is 17. The maturity is 30. She's not gonna look for a 17-year-old boy because why? The 17-year-old boy cannot take care of 2 children. So obviously her mindset might be she got to look for someone who is at the age and maturity level at that point in time as her, which is a 30-year-old man, probably a 45-year-old man, because that's where her mind is. So the shock of it, a lot of people don't get the shock because you don't expect her to date a 16-year-old kid because that's not her.
No. I don't expect her to date a 16-year-old, but I don't expect her to date a bum either. I don't expect her to date somebody that is taking her off of her square, what I've known that she is to do. It got to the point to where now I have the children. She wasn't even, she's out the house. And I have the children. My other children are helping look after her children. She's in and out. She'll come in here, and by the time we go to bed, she's laying down. I'm going to stay here tonight. We wake up in the morning, she's long gone. Door unlocked. Everybody in here sleep, and she's nowhere to be found 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. She come dragging back in here.
Right.
Later on or whenever she wants to.
But do you understand why? Do you understand why she's doing it?
Because she's seen her mama.
She's a grown-ass woman in her head, right? In her head, she's saying, I'm a grown woman. And I think that is where she's at. She matured pretty fast, I guess. She matured, and she have kids, and she feel like she could go out and come in whenever she wants. And I think that we're trying to push the genie back inside the bottle. The outrage that you feeling, the outrage that you have right now, it should have been, and you said you did it back at the time when she was 14, but that outrage should have been there consistently so it don't happen in the first place, not after it happens, and then now there is a lot of outrage over she dating a 30-year-old guy. But I understand as a mother, because believe it or not, my mom, I am 40 plus, right? My mom still think that I'm a baby in the family. And that's, mothers sometimes cannot disconnect. That's your baby, right? And I understand that. But I think that a lot of people might say, Mom, you just have to let go of it. There's nothing you could do. There is absolutely nothing you could do at this point than to love and support, which you say that you do. Love and support your daughter. Be there for her. Do whatever, be there. Be that mother to a mother, grandmother, a cool mother, a cool grandmother, or however it is. You know what I'm saying?
And I've been that. I tried to give her as much respect as I could.
Right.
But it's something that didn't set right with me with this guy.
Okay.
Because
what is it? What is it that didn't set right?
Right.
What didn't set right?
It was because at first, when I first found out, and it's like when she talks to him, she might be on the phone with him. I called him one day. I had got her phone because my phone was off. I said, let me use your phone. So I got her phone and I called him one day. And I said, hey, why you got your 30-year-old, your grown self? I didn't know he was 30 at the time. I said, why you got your grown self on my daughter's radar? Because at first it was like he was 24. Okay. I said, why you got your grown self on my daughter's radar?
Uh-huh.
And I don't know, Miss Keita, it ain't nothing like that. I'm like, well, what is it? What do you want with her? Because I'm still, in my mind, I'm still thinking about the predators who came in after me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what do you want with my baby?
Why didn't you ask your daughter why she wanted with that 30-year-old?
What she told me was exactly what you said. She said, Mama, she said, anybody my age, she said they not mature. I get it. I don't like it, but I understand somewhat. And it's like I can't stop what done already happened. She's already had the children. The children are already here. I'm trying to help mold her into a woman. I'm trying to help mold her with what I've had. Not only have I gotten help for her, counseling with her, she don't go by herself because I go too. Because yet and still, this is my first rodeo with my daughter. I have 6 girls coming behind her.
Right.
So I need to know what to do with this. I need to know how to handle this. I was the only child for 10 years, and I'm my mother's only girl. I'm my grandmother's only granddaughter. So I was the only girl. So, okay, here we go again. We didn't have another girlfriend. So I need to see what I can do to try to clean this up and try to help cushion the pain, because I didn't want my daughter to feel the pain that I have felt before. I don't want her to feel that.
Understand.
And that's the love. That's my motherly love.
I understand
for the
that.
guy, I talked to him.
No, go ahead.
My
Sorry.
husband.
Go ahead.
For the guy, I talked to him on the phone. He like, Miss Keita, it ain't like that. And I told him straight up, I said, look, I've been hurt before by an older man, which was her father. And I told him that. I said, and I don't want that for my daughter. I don't know, Miss Keita, it ain't like that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna leave her alone. I ain't gonna do that. I said, well, look, I don't like what's going on. And I had already heard things from one of my sons, it was my son's girlfriend at the time. I had heard some things about him through her. But nobody ever told me how old he was. It was just he had a lot of children and he was bad news. So that was one reason why I was trying to prevent her from being around him. I heard things, but I didn't know if it was factual. I didn't even know who this guy was, but the source is a reliable source, and the source didn't lie.
Right.
My daughter told me, she said, Mama, she said they just hate us because he out there getting that money, and they want his money. I don't know who he is. Like I said, I don't know who he is. So I need to find out who this is. Who is this guy? And what if he's getting money like that, and he's a dope boy like that, what he want with you? Because you look like you about 12. This is my thinking. So what he want with you?
Yeah.
I said, fool, he a better fact.
Mama, I'm gonna give you a little advice. I mean, hey, I get it. I understand, and I even understand your age. Nobody wants their kids to be taken advantage of. Nobody. I mean, nobody. And I get it. I mean, your daughter is 17. Nobody wants that. But as I said, we're in a dilemma right now where you have no choice. I think what probably needs to happen is not try to fight this guy. And although I understand, people might say, oh my God, he's doing whatever he's doing wrong. It's hard. They have a bond. Okay, so she's 17. In your state, In your state, 16 years is the age of consent, right?
Yes.
Okay,
It's
so
called the Romeo Juliet law.
right. So 16 years is the age of consent. So it's not rape or is not abuse. He is legal. She could legally have a relationship. I think what
Right.
could happen now, seeing that the genie is out of the bottle, call them in and just try to be supportive of it. Because mommy, you could talk the guy and threaten him or don't like him or dislike him or whatever the case might be. If that's who your daughter choose in her 17-year-old turning 30 mind, she ain't gonna leave him. All the threat and whatever you tell her, she ain't gonna say, okay, well, mommy don't like you, I'm gonna leave you. No, that's not gonna happen. So the most you could do right now is support her and him, and just make sure if he is he taking good care of her? Is he abusing her? If he's doing that, is he?
He ain't doing nothing for her. She said he take care of me. She made a post, somebody had said something about a post she made talking about he buy diapers and he take good care. He ain't taking care of them, baby. She don't need him to take care of her children because she works. And not only that, she gets a nice pension from her father. I get hair for her to keep her babysit. And for her staying here, because she's grown, so I'm teaching you responsibilities because I was never taught responsibility. So we gonna pay bills, and then the rest of the money goes to you. Plus she works, so it's no reason why he's not doing anything for her. He riding around in her car. He's 30 years old. He don't even have a car. She got a car. Well, you don't have a car.
Right. Now he might be he may not be your choice. He may not be your choice.
Oh, no. He ain't nobody's choice because we wasn't wrong about him.
Yeah, but
we
mom,
wasn't wrong. We wasn't wrong.
But mom, you just told us, if you look back a little bit and what you just told us, that you got pregnant at an early age with a man that was married. That would not have been your daughter's choice either. Right?
No.
So you made a mistake. You made a mistake. You cannot transplant. You cannot expect her to live your perfect life. Like you can say, well, I made a mistake. You shouldn't make no mistake at all. It doesn't work like that. Like, kids will make mistakes. They want to make mistakes. That's a part of life. They grow up making mistakes. You made mistakes as well, but it happened because what happened to you, I understand. And as much as I understand your story, you have to understand her story, and the whole part. You have to understand it all. You have to take it in. She probably would come to you and say, "Mommy, how could you tell me that he's not right for me? But when you was younger, you made me from a married man, a married relationship." How would you think if she come to you and say that? Then you can't say nothing to her.
You're right. But one thing I can say is that I wish that somebody would have told me what I was getting into before I got into it, and I wish somebody would have helped me, because if I would have known, I wouldn't have stepped in that crap.
Yeah, but
I wouldn't have been there.
You tell kids 100 times, don't touch the fire, you're gonna get burned. Don't touch the fire, you're gonna get burned. Guess what? They wanna get burned. They touch the fire. And they have a burn mark on their finger for the rest of their life. Whenever they think about it, they're going to see that burn mark and they'll be like, oh, I touched the fire and I got burnt at this spot. Sometimes you have to leave them, let them make the mistakes. Let it go ahead and make the mistakes. Yeah. Right? The most you could do is support and love and show your support. Not try to fight on the guy. That's supposed to have happened when she was 10, 11. Say, listen, I want you to learn about sex, and if you're having sex, use a condom and all of the stuff. Teach her that when she was 11, so when she's 12, 13, 14, she wouldn't be having sex, or if she were to be having sex, she would be using a condom. So she wouldn't have a child at 14. She probably wouldn't have, well, she wasn't, whatever didn't sound deep down inside of her as probably she should. So she go ahead, she did what she not supposed to do at that age. She got pregnant. At that time, that's when the correction needed to be put in. Not now. The days for correction is gone.
You're right. At that time, I was, and there's no excuse. At that time, I was confused. I didn't know. I was trying to figure it out. I didn't know Like, what do I do? It was counseling service and plenty. I mean, it's always been somebody outside of me to try to help the situation. But too, Anaya's hard-headed. Anaya wanted to do what Anaya wanted to do, and it was like nobody would stop her. And Anaya got that from her mother. So I take responsibility for my part. I take responsibility. That's why, I can't go back and change anything. I can't, but from living my life here on out, my daughter, I can say, hey, there's some understanding. I'm going to support her. I haven't went out and looked for her. I haven't asked anybody else to go out and look for her. She's called me. She's been here. I'm telling my people, hey, leave the guy alone. People want his head. No, we're not going to do that because I don't promote violence at all. I used to, but I don't want to do that because now here it is, my daughter and my grandkids are involved. She says she loves me. She said she don't want to leave him. I know people have seen all the comments on Facebook about him. When I put his picture out there, it's stuff on Facebook, it's stuff in my inbox that Facebook does not see.
Right.
And I wasn't wrong for standing on what I meant. I have grandchildren that are with an accused predator. And I'm going to put that out there. He's been accused.
Right.
He's been accused multiple times.
Right.
So I have my grandbabies with an accused predator. That's my concern right there.
No, I understand.
My concern is I knew that I was going to be leaving her. I knew that I was going to be moving and she wasn't coming with me. So as a mother, I tried to make sure that everything was, I could do all that I could and make sure that I have her set up with housing. I just introduced her to, we have a program here in Indy called the Yes program. It's for ages 17 through 24. I try to get her hooked up with that where she can have some support, good support over there. She didn't want to do that, and that's fine. But she is enrolled to start back school to go to college. She wants to be a detective, but she won't be able to be on the police force for a couple more years. So she's doing things, but when the things that you are doing to be positive, to come to a more positive life for you and your girls are being interrupted, I really have a problem with that again.
Right.
I have a problem with if he's a 30-year-old responsible man and he has something going on and he feels that he can take care of my daughter and her grandchildren and there's something wrong with him, then why didn't you come to Miss Keita and say, hey, Miss Keita, can I sit down and talk to y'all?
Right.
And this is what it is, because that's what a man is going to do.
Right.
He's not going to allow her, if you 30 and she's 17, I expect for you to have some good guidance for her. You're not going to encourage her to continue to leave her children at home with her mom.
Right. No, you're right. Listen, you're right. And Mom, if I sung like if I'm blaming you, I'm sorry, because I'm not blaming you. Right?
No.
Right.
No, I don't feel that at all. It's just me. I'm an aggressive talker.
No, I understand.
And I'm an emotional person.
No, I understand. Yeah. I understand that, right? I understand that. Now, here's my concern. My concern is not, well, if she was 14, 15, and she didn't have any kids at this point in time, I would ring the alarm because I wouldn't want her to end up in a situation where she's a pregnant teen, right? I would sound the alarm. Right. But water under the bridge, as we say in the Caribbean, it way past that now. She's at the point where she's looking to take care of her 2 kids, be a mother, and need somebody in her life. My concern now is not the age disparity, because when he's 60, she'll be 40-something. Right? Then you don't really see the age too much. Right.
Right.
So my concern now is, how is he treating her? Now, if this man is hurting your baby girl, if he's taking advantage of her in any way, then that is not right. That is not good. Right? I think that if that is the case, yes, there should be the push should be, this man is taking advantage of my baby, he's abusing her, she shouldn't be in that relationship. That should be the focus. Right. Controlling.
He's controlling.
Yeah, controlling is one. If he's taking advantage of her, abusing her physically, emotionally, any way that is not how a respectable woman supposed, if he's treating her any way that a woman not supposed to be treated, you should try to get her help out of that situation. You need to bring both of them together, because if that's what she loved him, he loved her, you probably would not be able to change that. So if she is not being treated right, then we have a problem. Otherwise to that, there's nothing that we could do. Let's take a phone call. Let's open up the phone lines. I'll take your point in a quick second to open up the phone lines. Guys, we're talking to Keita. I explained it about 3 times, right? So if you missed that point, I want you guys after the program, go back and watch it. It's a lengthy story, but it has a lot of moving tentacles. I want you to put your voice on this, guys. We open up the phone lines. The number that you call right now is 718-701-5720. I put that number in the chat room there as well. 718-701-5720. I want you guys to call in and say something to the mom. Tell me what you feel, and I know Keita wouldn't have a problem answering your questions as well. So call us up, 718-701-5720. That's 718-701-5720. You was about to say something before I cut you. Go ahead.
I know that it's something wrong. He's controlling. It's like, okay, this is the conversation that I hear if I'm around. Okay, I said, okay, wait a minute. I said I was going. Hold on, okay. And then why is it that we could be riding in a car, we could be doing something, anything. I know when you fall in love, first love, whatever, you want to be on the phone, and I'm not naive, you want to talk all the time. But when she wants to get off the phone, why do you have to be, okay, well then just hold on then. No, if you want to get off the phone, get off the phone. And I say, no, hang up the phone because you ain't got to talk on the phone. If you want to get off, get off. You know, don't try to control or see her every move or try to figure out. And then it's like, I'm looking at, okay, you get paid. It used to be she get paid. She'll go, so she get paid. We live by a lot of shopping malls and area. She'll go up. She's coming back here with bags and stuff for her girls. That's how it is. But lately, it hasn't been there. Like, where's the packages that you usually getting mail coming out week? You know, the week you get paid, that weekend or whatever, you got packages coming in the mail. Ain't no packages coming in the mail.
Right.
So ain't no bags coming in here.
Right.
I'm buying diapers. Where's your money at?
Right.
You know, what's going on?
Here's what I think that you need to, you are at the pinnacle point right now where you could avert a very other massive disaster happening to your daughter and her life, right? Now, you see abuse, when people see a woman being beaten on the street or thumped and kicked, I mentioned that a few weeks ago on the street, that is not as a result of just happening right there. That is as a result of prerequisites. The first prerequisite is let your daughter know that if she is being controlled by a person or try to isolate, control, that's the start of domestic abuse, because you start with that, telling them you can't go there, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do that, and then it escalates into a pinch, then a push, then a slap, then consistently you're getting beaten. So it doesn't start by getting thumped in the face, it starts before that, and before that is being controlled. So there is a chronology of how this thing happened. So you could avert this right now. If he is not physically abusing your daughter, she can't wait until she starts to get physically abused and kick in the face and thump. That is what you need to focus on right now. Make sure that this guy is not abusing your daughter. Go ahead.
That's what this is about. This is because I see it. This is because I've lived it. This is because I have conquered it, and I am a survivor of domestic violence.
Yes.
My daughter has been through the fire with me. My daughter has been through the council with me. My daughter has lived in domestic violence shelters with me. My daughter has had to run with me. So I see it. I know it, and that's why I'm trying to stop it. That's why I'm like, baby, mama sees this. I see it.
Yes.
It's not that I don't want her to be with nobody. It's not that I don't want her to be happy. It's not that I don't want her to live a fulfilling life. It's the fact that I see it. Mama sees this. This is why I'm mama. I'm not trying to control her. I'm not trying to tell her who she can and can't date, because if it was healthy, I'm not going to say I would like it. I would be lying if I told you I would like it. But I would try to be cordial. I would try, because I love my daughter, if he was a man about it. But he's not a man about it. He's not a man about it because he's trying to control my baby. He got my grandbabies over there. You know, my grandbaby, which is her oldest daughter. Her name is Raylan. Raylan is smart. Raylan comes back. She tell me, Grandma, AP said such and such and such and such. I said, oh, really? She know what she's talking about. My grandbaby has told me that he hit her. I said, Pooh, I said, Boopty, I call her Boopty. I said, Pooh, Boopty tell me AP put his hands on her. That didn't happen. How you know? How you know he didn't have you high and then gave you whatever you needed, and while she was around, he done put his hands on her? Boopty is 2 years old. How you know that didn't happen? And she comes back and tell her granny, because she know her granny ain't having. She comes and tells granny. She has said some things to me that I won't disclose right now. It wasn't anything sexual or anything like that, but she said some things that she said, Granny, hey, she said, Grandma, AP told me this. I said, oh, he said that? I said, well, in the name of Jesus, he ain't going to do nothing to your family. Why is my 2-year-old granddaughter coming back telling me something this man has said to her? And she's coming back. She's not only telling me, she's telling my daughter, which is her auntie, so she knows that's her protection. We're a close-knit family. Boopty know what it is. So this is what I'm trying to prevent. This is why it's such the rage right now, because I see it. I see this predator that's trying to prey on my baby. Then I've seen I actually, through my nonprofit, I have been in the presence of one of his children. I used to look after one of his children in the nonprofit at the after-school program that I ran with my family.
Right.
I know one of his children's mothers. It ain't good business. It's not good business. I know the mom. And if this is your child, if you had a baby with her, this is bad business over here. And the child is not that old. So this is, no. And I mean no, and at all costs, that's when I seen that picture. I said, oh, we getting ready to see who he is, because I need to have him face to face. I told him come over here. He don't want to come and see Mosquito face to face.
Right.
Why not?
Yeah.
You know, if you hiding, if you're going to be with my daughter and a part of her life and a part of her girl's life, then I feel like you should be man enough to come and sit down and talk to me and talk to her stepdad. Talk to us as a man and let us know. Let me feel comfortable knowing that you know how I feel about my daughter. Let us feel comfortable. So he know that we getting ready to go, that we getting ready to move back to Alabama. That's 12 hours away. I'm all my baby got. The only thing she had besides me was my grandma, and Granny passed on August the 14th of this year. So I'm all she got.
Yeah.
So he knows this, and I'm not getting ready to stand back and just let this happen. I'm not getting ready to let my daughter be a victim because I was broken and I was handed over as a victim. I love my mother, but this is a repetitive cycle. These chains have to be broken, and it's going to be broken not just for me and my family, but it's going to be broken for families across America that see this and that have this hurt and pain. It's going to be broken. That's why I'm so hard. I was handpicked by God to do this.
Yes.
He said, let his people go. Get up off his people. Get up off of them. Well, the sexual abuse, the abuse, period. It's just not just sexual. It's mental, physical, financial. All that is abuse. It is abuse. Sometimes you can be abused by just words and nobody ever touches you.
Yeah.
It's all abuse. And he's not getting ready to do mine like that, even though she's grown into a young woman and she's a mother, and technically by the law she's grown. It does not mean that I'm not still her mother.
No, I understand
with every breath in me, I'm gonna make sure that I cannot sit back and let this happen, and I see it happen. It's got to stop. And I was not wrong. I wasn't wrong.
Here is how you could also break the chain, because this might be a revolving door. We have a situation with you.
Yes.
Did you ever get or seek any kind of therapy or assistance to deal with the situation that happened to you when you was a child? Did you get?
Yes, I've been. Yes.
You did. Okay.
Yes, that's why I'm here today. That's why I'm here today.
Okay.
That's why I do what I do.
So we need to break the chain, and the chain is not allow her generation or her children to go through the same things. So we need to nip it in the butt, right? Also, if this guy is doing anything that is inappropriate with the kids or with your daughter, police should be involved. If that is the case, you need to get law enforcement involved in this, because it is a necessity. Otherwise, it would just be she going through this traumatic experience, and she's getting beaten, and the kids that might be potentially allegedly getting abused. We don't know for a fact. You need to get law enforcement into this. You need to take this step and call the police and let them investigate this matter here.
The law enforcement is all over it.
Okay.
They all over it.
All right. So
I just haven't spoke a lot about it, but they in it.
Okay. All right. Mom, listen. I appreciate you taking a chance to chat with us here today. I hope I wasn't hard on you. No. There's a lot of things here that I think everybody look at it and be like, but mom, you know, the time was 11. The time was 10. The time is not now when she's 17, because she's 30 years old in her mind. So she wanted to date someone who is at least at her level. The time is for outrage in who she dating is not now. Because as much as my mom right now might feel like I should date somebody else or somebody that she likes, she can't make me date that person. Is what I feel is who I love, right? So that is where she's at. So you would have to give that up as much as you want, but still protect your child and ensure that you provide the best love and support for her, even at that age. Not try to tell her who she could be with or not, because that time has gone. That train has left the station. It's done, right? But love and support and protection for her, that is what's necessary right now. I know you say you run a non-for-profit. I would like you to give her that information so people could connect with you, people could chat with you more. I know mothers that are going through this, people could call you up and talk with you more. What's the information you want to put out there if anyone wanted to get in touch with you or support your organization?
To support our organization is Hope for Indy, and it is for a family. It's from babies to seniors. If anybody would like to support us, we have been doing this as a family. We used to have an after-school house that the pastor used to let us, one of the local pastors used to let us use, but it was broken into and shot up on the porch. If anybody wants to help donate, to help us get a building, to help us get a 15-passenger van, we do Christmas for the children. We are legit. We have a Facebook page. It's Hope, FOR, Indy, INDY. If anybody wants to donate, because people have been asking to donate to help support. If we need anything, yes. We need help getting buildings. We need help getting computers. We need help with just in general. We're helping break the cycles and the chains of poverty. This is a lot of the brokenness. Is a lot of the reason why some of our children do go astray. The brokenness is the reason why we don't have some here in Indy. We have places for the children to go, but some of the places cost. And then if it doesn't cost, like we ran our after-school program, we don't have 501c3 grant money from the government. We do this from ourselves. We work. My husband works. Sometimes he gets his whole work checks. We use what we have to feed people. On our Facebook page, you'll see what we've done. If anybody wants to donate to us on our Cash App, it's the money sign, Hope, the number 4, and Indy, INDY. We have plenty of people that we've helped. We've been doing it. We have Emmanuel's Closet if you'd like to donate toys. It's time, love, prayers, anything to bring us up to help our community. If you look up our local newspaper, you can look up our news. I have been in the news. I've been in the newspaper. My family, we did it all the way from Indiana all the way down to Mobile, Alabama. We've been loving on people from here to there. So if you have a building that you want to let us set up our space in, we have programs I created programs 5 years ago that's just been waiting because we don't have the space and we don't have the finances. But we want to be able to get in there before anybody becomes the next situation like myself and my daughter. We want to get in there and help these children. We want to get in there and help these mothers like me. We want to get in there and help the fathers like my husband. We've been through some things. We
Yes.
just, if you want to support us, help us support other people. That's what we need.
Thank you so much, Mom. And we need to focus on the little girl as well. She needs our focus. She needs our attention.
Mama
she
did.
needs our help. She needs our love. She needs every part of you right now as well. Because I know she might be even looking at this, and I don't want her to not feel that you there for her, love her, which I know that you
I
are,
love you.
right? So that needs to be clear. But Mom, thank you for chatting
I
with
would
us.
tell the world. Yeah. I just want to tell the world I tell the world that I love you, baby. Right or wrong, Mama loves you. I love you with everything in me. I cannot control the situation. And when I say I'm giving it over, I'm giving it over. You know God for yourself. You know the foundation for yourself. And that's all I do. Whenever you need me, it don't make no difference what time, what day, whatever. I am here. I don't care what you've done. I don't care what you said. I don't care what we've been through. I'm your mama and I'm here and I love you. I mean, it don't matter. It doesn't matter about anything. I love you. I love my grandbabies. I love you both. I love you, Keita. My daughter loves me so much. She named her second baby after me. I love y'all. That's my girl. My daughter has held me down when I couldn't even hold myself down. So this is why I go so hard for mine. And I just want to let the world know. I told her one day, I said, "Fool, I don't care if I got to let the world know I love you. Baby, I love you.
Yes.
And I'm here with you whenever. And I thank you so much for having me on your show
No
and
problem.
letting me get my part out. I appreciate it.
We appreciate you as well. We thank you so much. Keita, we're going to stay in touch because I think that there's a lot more that needs to be done in helping you. I don't think you're over that hurdle is yet yourself. But we appreciate you and we love you as well. Thank you, Keita, for sharing your story
Thank
with
you
us.
so much.
All right.
All right. God bless you.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
You know, when you have a problem and the problem does not get resolved, right? It's quite possible that the problem would escalate and manifest and continue, get bigger. You take a little problem, you get a much bigger problem. I think that in a lot of ways, the mother has a lot of unresolved issues that she needs to deal with. She needs to really focus. She needed to really get more help on herself. And I think that would have manifested in her daughter if her daughter saw a replica of that. The good. I'm not saying that the mother is not good, but there's so much things that she probably looking back at and she's not happy about, she's not pleased about. And her daughter is rebelling against that. And a lot of the behaviors that the daughter probably is showing right now is stuff that she see her mother probably doing. I'm not, nothing accusing her of doing anything bad willingly, but she did go through a time in life where she said that she was abused. I could imagine going through that. After that period in time, the mother probably became very promiscuous, having 10 kids. And hey, nothing wrong with having 10 kids. My mother had 8. That's 2 short of 10, right? My mother is the most loving person on this face of this earth, right? So nothing against anybody having 10 kids or whatever. Have your kids. Show your kids love. Be there for your children. But you see the problem? You don't want to have that problem into a second and third generation. You got to nip it in the bud. So the mother has so many unresolved issues. And I think that it's still not too late, because the daughter probably could learn from how the mother recover from all of this. But she focusing on the wrong thing. The mother don't need to focus right now on she could try to help her daughter through the way of dating someone or talk to her about it, but she can't make her love anybody. She's way past that. She passed that already. She just have to support and ensure that her daughter is being treated fine. That's my thought. That's what I think. What you guys think? comment at the bottom, guys. Continue to share this program. And if you want, if you want to call in quickly, I'll take a one call, 718-701-5720. Let me know what you think about this story. Let me know what you guys think about this story. Because at face value, when you look at this picture, when I looked at this picture and I saw this grown man, this guy, he looked as if he could be her father, right? And without a caption, you're saying, yeah, that's a father and a daughter right there. She's 17, but she looks as if she's 12. At face value, it looks wrong. At face value, without knowing the story, it looks wrong. Like, what? But after hearing the mother's story, after hearing and understanding that this young lady, 17-year-old, mother of two, she's not interested in being with a 17-year-old. We'll take a caller. Caller, you live. Where are you calling us from? Caller got cold feet. 718-701-5720, guys. Don't get cold feet. It's only me you're talking to, all right? So when you call in, don't hang up on me. You know, I don't like when people call and hang up on me. Call again, 718-701-5720. The mother at this point cannot dictate who her daughter. Ali, you calling it? I'll put it 718. I'll put it in there. 718-701-5720. I put it in there. Just click it. It's way past that. All right. 718-701-5720. Let me know if you guys call in so we could chat a little bit about this story right here. If not, I gotta tell you about this real quickly while we're waiting on a call to come in. If you're getting married, or you're looking for a video production company, right along live now do video production. So yeah, we have we have exceptionally great rates if you're looking for packages for your weddings and more. Right along live production department. Call them up right now and let them take care of you. Caller, you live. Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Brooklyn, Junior.
Brooklyn, New York. Caller, what you think about this story?
Well, what I'm seeing is the mother have a lot of regrets of her past mistakes. And now she's seeing her daughters repeating a lot of the things that she had experienced, and she's trying to fix it. But I think it's kind of late. And I just see a lot of pain in her eyes. And I think she wants the best for her daughter, but, you know, the daughter is rebelling.
Yeah. Do you agree that at this point in time, the daughter, her mindset is she don't want to date no one her age. She don't want to date a 16-year-old guy because she have two kids. She's probably thinking, what could a 16-year-old man little boy do for me right now? Right?
Exactly. And, you know, at that age right now, she's 17 with two children. She's not looking for a little boy. A little boy really, a 17-year-old, somebody her age group cannot really do much for her because they probably still living with their mom. They still have to probably dependent on the parents. But a grown man, 30 years old, probably he has his own, he working, he probably could give her more than what a 17-year-old can do. So, and plus she's more mature than a 17-year-old.
Yeah.
In that aspect.
She went through labor. She breastfeed. She's a grown woman. She is not a little girl. And she don't do little girl stuff anymore. You know, she's way past that.
That is so true. I think the mother is trying to hold the cat, but the cat is already out the bag.
The cat is already... That's the analogy I was looking for. The cat is already out the bag. The number 2 train already left Utica Avenue. It's gone. It's on Franklin. It's on like Atlantic Avenue. It's done. It's gone. It's far gone.
You know, and not to bad. I mean, the mother has 10 children. There's a lot of children. How are you going to be giving everybody individual attention when you need to give them individual?
Well, let me tell you this. I say this, right? I say this, that my mom, my family is 8 of us, right? And my mom was able to give everybody individual love. Yeah, I mean, listen, we all have a very close relationship with our mom, and 8 is just too short of 10, right? It could be done. The individualized. But I don't know if it's because we grew up in a Caribbean region where we always living in the same dwelling. We always living there. We didn't have everything. You know, we live a simple life in a small neighborhood. But if you talk to my other brothers, it's very few. I don't think any one of them would say, "Well, I didn't feel the love and attention or anything like that." We all felt love, and right now we're close. We're the closest. I mean, from the girls to the boys, everybody have a very good relationship. So I don't know if that's what it is, right? I don't know.
But you have to understand as well, the mother also came from a broken.
Yes.
She was also in a very abusive relationship.
Yes.
And she comes from a broken place. So
yes.
You broken. How are you going to be able to, to bring up kids, in an environment, or just in a mental, in a healthy environment, I'm just trying to put things in perspective because it's hard. It's really hard.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I feel for the mother. I really do.
No, I feel for the mother because I think that she went through a period in time in her life where she was forced into this. She was abused. She didn't ask for this. And she probably grew up with not trusting anybody, because when someone that you're supposed to trust take advantage of that trust, you then figure out like you can't trust nobody. And a lot of times what happened in a lot of the past guests that we had on the program, they have a situation where they've been physically abused, then they go on to just become promiscuous because they say, well, if he was taken away from me, then I'll just give it up. Doesn't matter. It means nothing to me anymore. So in that situation there, the mother she went through trauma in her life. And sometimes they say hurt people. But she didn't hurt nobody. Well, she's hurt and she's in pain. And a lot she need a lot of help. But I think to break the cycle, she need to continue that assistance and let her daughter get that assistance so that they don't go to the grandchildren and the whole generation. You got to nip it in the butt right now. And I think that the mother understands that, seriously.
It will be a generational thing, and you need to cut that out. I feel really bad. I believe they both need counseling. They need to go to therapy, and they need to talk, whatever, because something happened along the way, and the daughter, something happened. They need counseling. They really do.
Yeah. Thank you, caller. We appreciate you. Thank you for chiming in here on the ride, okay?
Okay, bye.
All right. Yeah. Wayne Francis said, I disagree with you, Junior. I still a child even with those children. Wayne, I don't understand the comment. Wayne, so if you want, you could call in real quickly. Listen, time makes a big difference. When you could allocate and take that time and love. Time and love. Well, time equates to love, because if you put out that time, you feel that love, that energy. If you don't put out that time, kids grow up feeling like they was never loved, or they was never given the opportunity. So time is very important, and probably the mother having 8 kids and she not knowing how to love, and she being abused, and she couldn't allocate that time to each individual kid. Possibly, we're just making assumptions. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of our program today. Join me tomorrow. We have another exciting edition of Ride Along. But continue to share this program and continue to comment. I'm going to go through the comments and keep reading it and continue our conversation in the comment section. All right? Catch you guys tomorrow. I was saying earlier that right before we got a caller, that we now do weddings and concert production. So if you getting married, if you getting married and you want a professional production company to take care of your wedding, I mean real nice from beginning to end, you gotta call Ride Along Production Department. The number you call is 3475-247635. That number is on the screen right there. Professional video production for your weddings and concert event. That's the number on the screen right there. If you know someone that's getting married and they need a quality video production, have exceptional great rates, mention Ride Along and you get discounts as well. This is the Ride Along video production department doing weddings and production. It's exceptional. It's real good. Check it out. Also, guys, Ride Along Live is brought to you by Smart Shipping HD. Yes, Smart Shipping HD. If you're shipping to Grenada and the Eastern Caribbean, you gotta call Smart Shipping HD. Yeah, they'll take care of you. Yeah, check them out on Facebook, Smart Shipping HD. They got exceptional customer service, great rates. You gotta call them up right now. Call them up or check them out on Facebook, Smart Shipping HD. They're number one. Yeah, shipping to Grenada. It's Carnival, it's Christmas season. And everybody's sending on barrels and things. Send it right now with Smart Shipping HD. Also, guys, I gotta tell you about Instaprint. If you're looking for t-shirt printing and more, you gotta call Instaprint. Instaprint is the official t-shirt printing company for Ride Along here. Call Instaprint at 856-258-0598. That's 856-258-0598. Instaprint, the official t-shirt printing company for Ride Along Live. Guys, again, we thank you for joining us here on Ride Along today, and of course, expect us doing a update on this story to tell you what escalate after today. We'll publish an update and let everybody know what the progress is, and quite possibly we may have the daughter come in and share her side of the story, but we ain't gonna push it. If she don't want to do it, we completely understand as well. See you later, guys. Peace out. On behalf of everyone here, Team Ride Along, Lynn, big up yourself, or producer extraordinaire, Winsome, Deanne Fraser, everyone at Team Ride Along saying good night. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Your number one choice is Phillips Carpenters and Cleaning Services, located at 218 Schenectady Avenue in Brooklyn, New York. We design your kitchen and supply doors, windows, kitchen cabinet, granite, quartz, and marble countertops. License number 0947461. Yes, that's Phillips Carpenters and Cleaning Services. Call today at 718-221-5572. That's 718-221-5572. The number one choice. Call today.
With heart attack, stroke, and drug overdose on the rise, we all need to become more proactive about saving the lives of people we love. Statistics show that you are most likely to witness any one of these life-threatening events when spending quality time with friends and family. Don't put yourself at risk for being the person that failed everyone. Learn CPR today. Visit allpro.com or call 516-387-4246. When only the best will do, call Allpro. We come to your home or business for the personalized learning experience.
Hey, become a licensed practical nurse in only 12 months with TCI, Transitions Career Institute. Here, our mission is to provide a high-quality, accessible vocational training program. The Institute is committed to increase the high nursing workforce by meeting educational needs. So the time is here. The time is now. Sign up today. Call 718-362-9500 or online at tcilpn.com. Financial aid available if you qualify. It's TCI, the Transitions Career Institute. Sign up now.